G'day everyone and welcome to your Monday footy feed. And how good is this to start the bulletin? Brisbane Lions veteran Ash McGrath is the toast of his city after kicking a goal after the siren to complete an upset win over Geelong. Adding to the Cats' woes, Steve Johnson has copped a 2-week suspension for rough conduct. With the story of the day, here's Jackie Reid.
Cooling off this morning, the Brisbane Lions earned a relaxing swim, but instead of lapping it up, Lions hero Ash McGrath stayed out of the spotlight. Even so, his heroics won't be forgotten for a long time yet.
A goal will give the Lions an incredible victory. Ash McGrath comes in, it's on its way, it's there! The miracle on grass!
You couldn't write a better script, for your 200th game, to mark the ball with seconds to go and kick a goal from outside 50. It was an amazing feeling.
For Geelong, it was quite simply a disaster. Up by 52 points in the third quarter, coach Chris Scott couldn't fathom how it all went so wrong.
I was extremely disappointed. I would describe the mood at the moment as restrained fury.
Adding to his frustration, Steve Johnson has found himself in trouble for this on Pierce Hanley, although Scott did his best to play down the bump in his post-match interview.
I haven't seen it, you know it better than I do, so if you're prepared to stand by that, you can report it. I would be careful if I were you.
Jackie Reid, AFL.com.au.
Sydney will go into Friday night's blockbuster against Carlton, minus Adam Goodes, a knee injury sidelining the dual Brownlow medalist. Goodes was subbed off during the Swans' shock loss to Port Adelaide after suffering ligament damage, but coach John Longmire hopes he'll miss just the one game.
Not the one he hurt in the grand final, the other one. So he hurt it a bit in the pre-season against Port Adelaide again over there in the pre-season, and that means unfortunately he'll be out this week, and hopefully it's just a 1-week injury, but we'll have to wait and see what he's like next week.
Mixed news from the Eagles. Shannon Hearn's ankle injury could keep him out for up to 2 months.
There's some sort of tendon that he's torn in his ankle, not a ligament. Most strained ankles are ligament sprains. This is a tendon, so a lot more serious.
But in better news, Mark Lacroix has signed a 4-year contract extension. Hawthorn expects Cyril Rioli will be available for selection, having recovered from his hamstring injury, but whether he plays AFL or VFL remains the question.
Just have to wait and see. I don't think he's ever pulled on a Box Hill jumper, so Hodgie's had to do it. We've all had to do it, so it might be Cyril's turn this week. The
Hawks have some fresh injuries to monitor. Josh Gibson had a scan after rolling his ankle.
Doctors have to look at it. It's still early, but it feels good. I'm walking all right.
Fellow defender Grant Birchall also in doubt for the Lions clash. Collingwood players were up early on a frosty Melbourne morning to help the Make-A-Wish Foundation. First up after the bye, the Magpies face a huge task against Port Adelaide, who beat reigning premiers Sydney. This guy was all ears, while the skipper admitted his respect for the power had been enhanced.
We rate them no matter what, because particularly at home, they're pretty hard to beat over there. But now that they've knocked off Sydney, they've beaten West Coast and Adelaide as well, who are obviously really good teams.
Dane Beams is not yet ready to return from a quad injury, but Travis Cloke is good to go after finger surgery. Jack Grimes and Sean Higgins have thrown their support behind women's round, taking on the roles of assistant coaches for Saturday's exhibition game at the MCG. And speaking of coaches, Grimes believes Neil Craig has the passion to take on the Demons job beyond 2013.
He's definitely keen for the job. He got the footy boots out and the socks up and the short shorts on, so no, he's definitely keen, but I think just in 1 week, guys have seen a pretty different side to Craigie.
Astor O'Connor and Daisy Pearce will captain the Doggies and the D's in the curtain raiser. And that is all for your footy feed this Monday. What a busy day it has been. For more news as it happens, follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. I'm Matt Thompson. Catch you tomorrow.